What's up? Oh, come on. Hold on. I'm back, buddy. What's up?
Okay.
Where are you at?
I'm at spawn right now.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully my dog doesn't get stuck inside the wall again like it did just before.
Excuse me. Yeah.
What the? My pet just got stuck in the wall. Help, my pet is pulling me outside the map. There's this. If you see a noob running around the corner, that's my pet. And he's pulling me outside the map right now.
Oh man. Oh, I can go to modern day now. Which are you at Earth or whatever?
Yeah, I'm on Earth. Which is the place where you spawn at.
Yeah.
Help me, I'm being stuck. I'm held outside the map by my pet. By my pet dog.
Where at?
Help me, my pet dog is pulling me outside the wall. You are naughty, pet.
Miss my Corey. Oh, it's a dude.
My dog is holding me outside the map.
I don't see you. Where are you?
He's holding me outside the map. Come to the place. Come to the wall.
The wall?
Come to
Okay.
the wall, Dad.
Is that you? I think I see you. No, it's not you.
Where are you?
I am at the wall.
Check a different wall. I don't see you.
Yeah, I'm going around the perimeter.
There's a noob sliding around everywhere.
Oh, I saw it. Yeah. Is that you?
Yes, help me. I'm being held outside the wall.
How?
I'm going to try clipping into the back rooms. Hope for God.
Oh god. I just got killed.
Oh my God, I just clipped out into the bathroom. Into the back rooms.
Oh dang.
Hey, you killed my pet!
I did? My bad. I didn't. I think someone else.
You killed my pet dog!
I think a bot did. Hey, there she is right now.
No, you stabbed him. I just saw you. Where? I just saw you just slice him in half. What? Help me, my dog's hit. My dog is stuck inside the ground.
Died twice. I died twice. That was annoying. I see it. You want me to kill it? Gotta put him down.
Help me, my
I guess it
dog
doesn't matter.
is still stuck inside the ground.
You're not supposed to be able to do that in that game. Like ride around and just destroy everything. That's not how you play the game. I do it anyway because it's fun. It's supposed to be like if you get spotted, you die, basically. I just go around and pop, 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 you know. I'm a little rusty, I think.
Fun fact, wanna buy the Void vests? Wanna buy the Void helmet and the Void vest?
Sure.
Without having to buy the Void kit? You have to, in order to get the Void gun, in order to get the Void Glock, you would have, in order to get the Void gun, you'll have to go into a graveyard shop and then buy it there. But if you want to get the Void armor, it's like a 1 in 1. It's like a 1 in 1 5,000 chance, but you can if you go to the future modern day, like 1 in 1,000% chance. If you go into modern day and it's nighttime, the Void helmet and the Void vest could be inside the spawn point.
Oh, cool.
If you're really lucky.
So, should I go try?
Purchase them.
I'll go see if I can get it.
And
Modern
then you
day.
can dupe them. Hey, they're inside the spawn point here. See them?
Yes.
You can buy them. They're really overpowered, to be honest. They're really good.
Nice. So,
Yeah, if you buy, yeah, you could dupe the amount of
oh Jesus.
things.
There.
By the way, armor stack up to each other.
Cool. Oh, jeez, that was a bomb. So do I lose it when I die, I guess, I'm assuming?
No, you don't lose anything when you die. You just have to you just had to go.
Oh,
It
okay.
just teleports you back to. Hey.
Am I still a modern day?
Also, when you have like the Void armor, it's so strong, bro. You will not die. You will barely die any time.
Yeah, I see.
It's because the Void armor. It's because if you look on the descriptions of them, they say like when you're 50 HP, the power of Void will heal you up.
I see.
When you get below 51 HP, the Void armor will heal you up. unkillable. Nobody will be able to defeat you at all.
Nice. Yeah, I put them both on. Starting to see
Yeah,
that.
that's basically how to get the void kit without buying it for 150 Robux. You just go to Graveyard Store, buy the void gun, and then go to Modern Day Realm and buy it inside a spawn area. That's mainly how you get the void kit without having to buy it.
Is that you? Oh, you're Skitsuma. Oh damn, getting lit up.
Yeah, the best J2 player, because I am the best J2 player. Yes, I have been the hardest tower in J2. Legitimately.
Nice.
60 FPS on mobile.
Can't wait to see Corey again.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, there's so much. But that's not even in. I had 12 million cash.
Nice.
Yeah, in one of the corners of the map there should be a teleport to heaven. But it costs like 100 like 11 like 10,000.
I have a lot now. Not as much as you.
Look at my boss kills. They're the number.
Hold on, I'm getting shot. Okay. You got 69.
Yeah, sussy. That's a sussy number. Look on the server leaderboard. I have the most money in the server.
I saw that.
Yeah, if you go to the server leader stat, you can see I have the most money. Like 2 million.
Wait, why did my credit go up 100 points? Hey, I'm not arguing. It's about to go down another 100. So I guess I broke even? Something like that. I wonder why. Why did it go up 100 points? That's weird. That's so weird. I wonder why that happened. I have to investigate that. I mean, it's about to go down 100 though. So I shouldn't get too excited. No, really, that's kind of weird, right? I should get a credit card before it's too late. understand why. Jesus, I'm in so much debt right now, it's crazy. Okay. Anyway, at least there's that. Where you at, Ben? Oh, that's a friendly. Boom. Says I.
Use first person. This game looks so much better with first person.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Try it.
Yeah, I did. I'm doing it now. If I get one hit on each of them. Just lighting everyone on fire.
When you're in first person inside this game, it looks as if you're inside Teardown, right?
Yeah. Which one was Teardown?
It was that game where you just destroy buildings and like do things. But whenever you get a key card, alarm goes off, and you have to get all the key cards, and then you have to get out of there as soon as possible.
Do you remember playing that hotel game?
You only got 60 seconds too.
Do you remember playing that hotel game? Bud?
Yeah, that was. Now when I play it seems super easy.
Yeah.
I don't even remember how hard it is.
Yeah, well, I mean, you were really little when we first started playing it.
I wasn't really little. I wasn't.
Well, you were young. You were like 5 or something.
I'm already young. I'm still already young.
That's true. Yes, stay where you are. Getting kind of hungry. Just give me a sec. I'm just gonna assume we're probably not gonna see her today.
Oh my god, this is laggy. Yeah, don't put on the lava vest and lava. Don't put on lava armor. It blind. It causes so much lag when you buy it.
Okay. Good to know.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, if you already have if you already bought the Void Vest, you haven't put it on yet, and you bought 2 of them, you'll only end up with 1.
Oh, okay.
You'll only end up with 1 helmet and base.
I'm still mad I died twice. But I always, well, I don't always, but sometimes I die at that spot because there are so many. And they're so spread out. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how good you are at video games. It has no impact on anything. I'm at a point now where nothing really matters too much. So yeah. I watched Ghostbusters 2 again. That movie isn't terrible. I don't understand why it gets so much. I mean, it's pretty bad. You know, like a 6 out of 10 or something. But everyone trashes it as if it was like a 2 out of 10. I think maybe it's because the original was so good that, like, when you compare it to the original, it's just like, I don't know. I've looked into it. That's funny. I think it was also because it was just like a rehash of the first one. It hit all the same beats and it didn't really progress the story. It was just kind of like a cheap imitation or something. And it's like, sure, Back to the Future 2 and 3 kind of did that, but at least like there was an overarching story that kept going. Whereas with this, it's just like there kind of wasn't, you know. Like neither one like had a cliffhanger ending or implied that there was more to the story. It was just kind of like, here's the same thing again, only blander and kind of crappier. I think because of that, it just got panned at the time. It was like too little, too late. But it's honestly like I watched it again. It doesn't seem that terrible. It just seems kind of crappy. Like, that's all. I feel like people hate on that movie like a lot. Maybe because it's trendy to do so. I mean, it is pretty bad, but it's not like throw up in my mouth bad. I don't think it's not as bad as people make it out to be, in my opinion. Because like, what are the reviews for that? Generally 6 out of 10, 5 out of 10. That seems pretty fair. I think there were a couple things wrong with it. Well, I mean, there's a lot that's wrong with it, but um, at the very beginning, it's revealed that they went out of business and they got sued by everyone, and no one believes them anymore. Just to get the plot going, kind of rehash the same beats. They start out as nobodies, become somebody, but it's just so unbelievable. It's like, dude, there was a gigantic marshmallow man that like literally everyone saw. Everyone saw it. It probably left lasting damage all over the place. Like how would they suddenly forget that that happened? You know what I mean? Like how would like the whole world go for like cheering for them 1 minute and then not believing them the next after that? Just seems kind of silly. Or they could have like if they were gonna take that route, they could have done a little more to explain their downfall, not just like casually mention it. Like, oh, by the way, we got sued and now we're nobodies and we're dancing at a kid's party. Like, no, that's not the way to do it. Like, I can use inferential thinking and like imagine it, but like the general audience can't. Like, there's this one saying when it comes to writing that I abide by, and it's true. It's like don't say, do. You know what I mean? Like don't say this or that. Actually do it and show them. You know what I mean? Because like for instance, in Dragon Ball Super, there's this little god figure named Zeno or the King of All, Zeno-sama or whatever. He's basically all powerful, and they say that he can destroy entire universes, like with a snap of his fingers, basically. Like Thanos has nothing on this guy. Like he can just like crush the entire universe in a blink of an eye. Like that's how powerful he is. So they say it, and that's one thing. Like, oh, okay, it's just kind of like an outrageous claim. And you can kind of imagine it. But then he actually does it. And you're like, oh crap, he just destroyed the entire universe. Like, alright. You see what I'm saying? Like, okay, now that makes it way more serious. Like, we get it. We see it. We understand it now. But if you just say it, it's just kind of like, okay. I'm sure there are better examples than that. But yeah, I feel Ghostbusters 2 kind of, they just said it. They're like, oh, we got sued into oblivion and now no one believes us and we're bankrupt and dancing at kids' parties. They didn't actually like show any of it. I feel like that was one of the big faults there. I was like spending a lot of time thinking about it all, analyzing it. Like, what went wrong here? Another thing that went wrong was that Peter Venkman, played by Bill Murray, in part one, he was like the heart and soul. Like he was like the unspoken leader of the team and the most outgoing and silly and funny and loud and lovable. Well, in this film, in part two, I feel like it was like a milder version of all of that. He wasn't really taking charge of the team. He was rarely even with the team. He wasn't as loud and obnoxious and silly. He wasn't even as funny. Like he didn't have that many good lines. So I feel like that was another big part of it. Like if he was given better lines and his character was dialed up to 11 like he was in the first Ghostbusters, then it might have actually saved that movie. Because as bad as it was, it's like, well, at least Bill Murray was like cutting loose and being the extravagant, sarcastic a-hole that we all know and love. But instead, it was just kind of like, I'm just here to get the paycheck. Let's see, where else did it go wrong? That one annoying guy, what's his name? Janos, the dude with the really thick accent. That dude was annoying. So it's like not only do we have the main character not going full power, so to speak, but now we have this annoying character that's also like just slowly irritating us more and more. So, ugh, leaving a bad taste in our mouth. What else? I don't know. It just seems like I read that the first one, and this is the same deal with Back to the Future also. The first movie, they rewrote the script like a dozen times. You know, and you can tell it's like the final product's really good because it's been polished over and over. They just polished the crap out of it. But then the second movie, in both instances, it just feels like they went with the first thing that they wrote. Like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, that's good. It's good enough. Let's roll. Let's shoot this movie that we wrote overnight. You know, it feels like it's a rough draft still. Like it's like draft 1 or 2. And I feel like in both cases it was. You know, if they just sat there and like rewrote the script a dozen more times, then Ghostbusters and Back to the Future 2 probably would have been a lot better. And these movies are ancient now. Like no one even knows or cares anymore. Let's see, what else? Like I seriously like sat there and like, cause I watched it again and I thought over it, cause like I feel like I'd make a good editor, cause I know what works and what doesn't. You know, where the rough edges are, where to polish them, all that stuff. Or where to like, you know, smooth it out, or what needs to go, what needs to stay, what needs to be amplified. You know, what's not amplified enough. Let's see, some of their characters were a little different too, I noticed. Like in the first one, Egon's so like autistic or Asperger's or whatever. Like he doesn't smile. He's just like, I am a brain, you know? I am a talking brain. I feel like that made him funnier. Just because he was so socially inept and just like I don't know what a better way to put it than he was just extremely autistic. Extremely the first movie. But it balanced out because you had Venkman, who is the loud, charismatic, lovable one. You had Ray, who is like still pretty autistic, but like a childish, lovable one. And then you have Winston, who is like the more down to earth guy. So it's like the mix between the four balanced out. But then in part 2, Egon's like smiling, and he seems human. He seems way more humanized. I feel like that just kind of throws the balance out of whack, I feel like. Because he's smiling all the time. He's always got a smirk on his face, and he seems more like a human instead of an android, basically. I don't know. I feel like it kind of upsets the balance that they had going on. Because, you know, Egon's over here being human. Bill Murray or Venkman's over here like not being as flamboyant. And yeah, it just kind of messed up the little character dynamic they had going on, I feel like. Let's see, what else? Where else did they screw up? Oh yeah, I guess, yeah, like I said, if they were going to rehash the film, which they did, it was seriously just like they took the first script and just made an ad lib out of it. Just erased all the nouns and replaced it. You know, they start out as nobodies, and then there's a montage. Now they're back on their feet, and they're becoming famous, and Vickman and Dana are off and on, and now they're in jail. You know, it's like seriously all the same beats. Now they're talking to the mayor. Now it's a giant thing walking downtown, and then they meet the boss, who's threatening to doom the entire world with Armageddon. It's seriously the exact same movie. So I mean, I'm just saying, if they're going to take that route, then they should have weaved in more, either more character development, like more little twists and stuff. Like, you know, maybe Dana and Peter get engaged or something, just for example here. You know, just to show that the story's moving forward. You know, and it's not just a complete rehash. Or like, Ray and Winston become really close best friends, or you know, just something, anything really. Just to show everyone that, you know, there is some progression here going on. It's not just like the exact same thing. Or I don't know. Like Janine hooked up with Tully, but those are two minor characters, and it's like, who cares? That's an example though. Like at least there was that. Yeah, there's some type of change to the formula. Like the Force Awakens was the same thing. You know, it was like the Star Wars Force Awakens. I hated that movie. I tried really hard to like it, and I started to until The Last Jedi came out, and I was like, okay, well now I hate all these movies again. Yeah, Force Awakens is the same deal. It's like, let's just rehash A New Hope entirely, and seriously just paint by the numbers and create the exact same movie with virtually no differences whatsoever. Nothing pushing the overarching story any further. It's just like, ugh, it's annoying. It's annoying to me. It's like, damn it. If you're gonna do that, do it right. Do it right. At least for my rehashes, it's like there's something. Like I write these little movies on my Facebook, and sometimes I do rehash because I feel like it calls for it. Once the series has strayed too far away from what people loved about it, then I feel like it's okay to rehash a little bit. It's Corey again. Oh, I'll reply to that in a minute. Like in my Die Hard movie, it was a rehash of part one, but he hooks up with his ex-wife again, you know. And are you talking to me?
No, I wasn't saying anything. I was just saying what.
Oh, I'm just ranting about movies. You know, and at least there's some type of like like love injected into it, you know, like it's not just another bland sequel like 3, 4, and 5. It's like, well, he's working towards getting his ex-wife back or whatever, and he eventually gets it. So yeah, sure, it's a rehash, but I mean, I wrapped it all up with a nice little bow at the end. You know, it progressed and it had a nice little climax and happy ending and all that stuff. You know. Or for Rambo, I wrote a Rambo 6 also. And sure, I rehashed First Blood, but again, it advances the story in that Rambo has a son, and he reconnects with him and helps, you know, bring him back in a sense. You know, it's like it's advancing the story. It's passing the torch on to someone else. It's just Ghostbusters 2 had none of that. It was just like seriously the exact same movie, like rubber stamped, like nothing else advancing it whatsoever. So yeah, I feel like that's part of why it failed, or why people hate it so much. It was literally too little, too late. It took them like 6 years to make that sequel too, or something like that, 5 or 6 years. So if you're gonna wait that long, it's like it has to at least equal the last film. Like for Avatar, for instance, there's a new Avatar coming out. It's been like 12 years or something like that. It's been longer probably since Avatar 1. So it's like Avatar 2 is gonna have to equal Avatar 1 in terms of quality. Otherwise, people are gonna pan it. They're just gonna be like, "Wow, I waited this long for this." You see what I'm saying? It's too little, too late. It has to be like equal to or greater if you're gonna make the audience wait that long. Just saying. What are some other rehashes I wrote? I wrote a couple other rehashes where I tried to advance the story. I can't think right now. Oh yeah, Terminator, obviously. So I wrote. It's funny. I tell a story a bunch, but James Cameron essentially. I tweeted him all the ideas for the new Terminator movie, and he stole all of them. He stole all of them. So that's basically my Terminator film. And yeah, it's the same deal there. It's like sure I rehashed part one, but I tried to like pass the torch. Oh god, these kids are annoying. That is so annoying. You know, I tried to pass the torch. Tried to like fix everything because the story was foobar at that point. John Connor got killed, which is a big departure from from any of the others. But to be fair, I feel like they killed John Connor in Genesis first, okay? If anyone's still mad at me or Cameron or any of us for killing John Connor, just know that they already killed him. If you've ever seen Terminator Genesis, he's already been... they already butchered him, okay? But yeah, I don't know. I try not to rehash a bunch. I'm trying to think of some other ones I haven't written yet, but I will. Oh yeah, I was gonna write a Star Trek 4 in the JJ universe. That one's kind of a rehash of Wrath of Khan. However, instead of it being his son that gets killed, Kirk's son, it's gonna be Chekhov, because the actor died. And I'm just working with the restraints that I've been given. Yeah, since the actor died, you could say that the character was killed in this timeline. And that way it's... Okay. And that way it's not just something that affects solely Kirk, because that came up later on in the original Star Trek films. Like, Kirk showed signs of being being racist towards Klingons because they killed his son. You know, and it made for an interesting story and character growth and development for Kirk solely. But since it's a member of the crew this time around, in my little rehash of Wrath of Khan, and Star Trek 3 for that matter, then, you know, it opens the door to like the entire cast being affected by it and having character growth for everyone. You see what I'm saying? So, I don't know, whatever. I'm never going to become a screenwriter, so I don't know why I bother. Why do I bother? It's probably not going to happen, especially now. Now I'm like totally fucked. Okay. I guess I just do it for fun. I know a bunch about it. I know a lot about this crap. Like I said, I know what works and what doesn't. Just kind of ranting about movies. Anyway. So I realized something else. Like, Bill Murray kept turning down Ghostbusters 3, right? Like, even small cameos, he just wanted no part of it. I think it's because he had a falling out with Harold Ramis. Well, it's obviously that. Like, I just think he honestly just didn't want to work with him anymore. And guess what? As soon as Ramis dies, like, oh, would you look at that? Bill Murray's suddenly down to do Ghostbusters again. You know? It's like he waited till after he died to finally do it. Isn't that weird? It sucks though, because like we all wanted a part three. I personally like trilogies because they've if done correctly, it forms a nice little beginning, middle, and end. It's like a nice little story. I don't really like Netflix shows. I don't really like TV shows. I feel like they're too drawn out. They just drag on forever. I don't know. Like I like Stranger Things, but even that one, I feel like it's just I don't know. Maybe I'm too picky. It's like not enough for me. I like how films, because of their enormous budget, they're able to create entire worlds. And sure, Stranger Things has a huge budget now, and they're able to do it there. But it's still not quite the same. It's still much lower budget, and the world they are building is still extremely limited. Like sure they go all out with the '80s thing, but I mean it's not as if they can go into the upside down like all the time or anything, or just like have lots of action or extravagant special effects all the time, like in movies, because they can't afford to. Like they're limited in their budget and they stretch it all out. So it's like to me these TV shows like are like watered down versions. It's like I prefer it to be three solid movies that are really good and they tell a story. But that's just me. Maybe I'm old. I just can't get into any of these TV shows. And like shows like Breaking Bad and Stranger Things, those are like once in a lifetime. Those aren't every day. The shows like that don't come around all the time. But even those, I feel like, are still too watered down for me. Like they're still too drawn out. And as engaging as they all are, I still get bored watching it. I'm just kind of like, I could be doing something else right now. you know? I guess I just get more excited about movies, but these days, like, if it's not in the MCU, then you're pretty much SOL. You're SOL. Because the industry itself is getting suffocated by a combination of streaming services, um, people not being able to afford to go out, and if and when they do, they're only going to go see really intense, extravagant, action-packed, visually oriented films. And what are those? That's the MCU. Like they're pretty much only going to line up for that, and maybe a movie with gigantic dinosaurs fighting each other. you know, they'll line up for that one too, because like big dinosaurs on a big screen is also a big deal. Other than that, it's like everything else suffers. Like nothing else can make it unless it's extremely gimmicky. And yeah, because of that, they don't roll the dice on anything anymore. They don't take chances on anything anymore. They just canceled Batgirl. because they felt it wasn't up to, the quality just wasn't there, which further proves my point. It's like they're just, film industry is just kind of, it's not dying, it's not dead. There's been plenty of other things that were supposedly going to kill it. Back when the internet first started taking off, everyone was worried, oh, piracy, which is another factor. The rampant piracy of films. Why go see it in theaters when you can just download the bootleg? But, it survived everything else. It's still here. It hasn't gone anywhere. It likely isn't going to go anywhere. But it's still, like, stunted. Like, that's part of the reason why there's just a bunch of crap these days. It's just like, they don't make them like they used to. And there's a reason for it. There's a reason for it. There were plenty of reasons, actually. Which is why at this point, I just have fun writing my own. I just make my own. Like, screw it. These movies are never going to happen anymore. Like, those days are over. We're stuck with the Marvel Cinematic Universe for the next 2 decades or longer. Probably for the rest of our lives. Just either learn to enjoy that or just give up on movies, more or less. Which kind of sucks, but whatever. It just sucks how, it's all business, it's all about how much money it makes and how much wide mainstream appeal it has. And Marvel just happens to cater to not only the lowest common denominator, but to practically all males, because it's very visual in nature, because it's very action oriented. It checks all the boxes, and a lot of guys have grown up with these properties their entire life. It's like we've been spoon-fed Spider-Man since we were babies. And that includes the boomers. It includes all demographics, all ages. And so because of all this, it's not going anywhere. Because it appeals to pretty much all ages. Like even the boomers will go see, some of these Spider-Man films or whatever, just because that's what they grew up on. That was basically their video games, like when they escaped into comic books and stuff like that. But it's not just them. It's millennials. It's Gen X, Z, whatever. It's everyone, and because of that, it makes a lot of money. And because it makes a lot of money, they keep making them, and it's not going anywhere. So I don't know. It just kind of sucks because I miss actually, like, oh, what movies are out? I miss actually getting excited for stuff. Like, oh, look at that. Like watching the trailers, being like, oh, that looks cool. I can't wait to see that. That type of deal. That just doesn't happen anymore. I feel like another part of it, man, I could go on and on about this shit. Another part of it is that because of the internet and because everyone voices their opinions and stuff like that constantly, it's just like people are more inclined to trash things. I feel like like they're pickier in a sense, because it's like these are the properties they grew up on, and it's like, well, god damn it, if it's not up to snuff, then you better believe I'm gonna tear it a new one. I'm going to rip this apart. Instead of being like, before the internet, it was just like, okay, well, let me go watch this and give it a chance or whatever. And then you walk out of the theater going, oh, okay, I didn't really like it. And everyone formed a general consensus then after seeing it. But these days, it's like they'll release the trailer and everyone's minds are already made up. Basically, they're like, that looks like crap. I'm not seeing that. You know, and because of that, the movie bombs and it just like kills the fucking franchise or whatever. Yeah, I could seriously go on and on about that. I can talk about this shit for a long time, but I don't know. I might go in a minute. It's almost been an hour. I think my son he put me on hold or something. I gotta reply to Corey and just try to chill and enjoy my day. Oh god, no! I'm gonna get you, punk. I mean, no, I'm not. I'm not going to. Just please don't hurt me. It was a joke. It was a joke. I swear, it was. It was a joke. Just a joke. I mean, no, it wasn't. You better run. Oh no, I'm sorry. That was a joke too. I'm just full of jokes. I'm never serious. Don't take me seriously. Oh, this is extremely serious. I am being deadly serious. You're gonna get it, punk. Where are you? Where are you? Never been more serious about anything in my life. There you are. You're dead. You're dead. Get back here. God damn it. Move like the same speed. I'm gonna get you. Ah! You sacked him. That's right. Told you. I told you I was serious. Ah, shit. Which way did he go? Ah, shit. I'm going the wrong way. Oh, there. They got him. I hate it when it does this. No. No. Oh, wait. I can press the button on the... There. Yeah. I like what they did with Ghostbusters Afterlife because it worked around the fact that Ramus died and it made it really touching. You know? I think it was touching. And I feel like they were delicate when it came to all the nostalgia bits. And some people I've read online said that they were pandering, which I don't know, dude. Like, I have seen much worse pandering than that. The Force Awakens is way worse. Like, at least it was an original movie. Like, at least it wasn't a complete rehash again. You know, it had an original character. Well, for the most part. Some of those kid characters, you can tell, like, that's little girl Egon, and that's little Asian boy Ray. You know? But, they weren't all cookie cutter. Oh god. No, please. Don't eat me. I deserve to live. Oh, shit. Old jerk. I know where you are. I will get my revenge for this. Oh, someone already got him. Boo! Game over, punk. Let's see if I get to be Pac-Man or not. I need to reply to Corey before it gets too late. I'm gonna go do that in a minute. Man, I missed my Corey already. Six. Sex yesterday it wasn't too terrible, it's just we both got dumped on. We both got a bunch of bad news. Which kinda like dampened our day. I was trying my best to cheer up though. Ah, I'm still not Pac-Man. She's the best. The day started out good, and then we both got dumped on. We should have just turned our phones off. I feel like I'm gonna start doing that. And, like, hey, let's just turn our phones off. and enjoy our time together, and then we'll deal with everything later. Deal with it later. We'll do that next weekend. Where are you, you punk? Oh god. I want to be Pac-Man. Let me be Pac. I want to be Pac-Man before I go. I'm gonna try to. Or I don't know. If I don't get it next time, then I'll probably go. I don't know. Hollywood's so dated. Like, I feel like it's silly in this day and age to just have one director. You know, like there should be like 2 or 3 per film. I feel like. I mean, I don't know how it would work with the pay. Boom! Oh, I didn't get him. He got me. Jerk. And sometimes there are, like for the Lord of the Rings films, um, it wasn't solely, even though Peter Jackson stole all the credit. There was another guy out there shooting scenes, you know, because it's such a massive movie. But yeah, it's like this isn't the effing 60s anymore. We're making these like small budget films, you know. It's like these days are these gigantic fucking things, like they shit ton of effing money, and it's like it would not only benefit by having like 2 or 3 people like helping mold it and like spotting each other's weaknesses and you know just like ironing out all the kinks and stuff like that. But I mean, just having boo, got your punk, get back here. Just having 2 or 3 people do it with the manpower alone. You know, you could divide it up like they did with the Lord of the Rings films. Like you go over there and shoot these scenes while I go over here and shoot these ones. Just shit like that. You know, it just seems silly to me that they still do it in this very archaic way. Like, there is one director handling this $200 million thing that might cost us millions of dollars. You know, like why are you guys still doing it like that? Why are you still like? No wonder it's such a huge risk. Like you're putting all your eggs into this one. Ah, damn. Okay, I'm gonna go next time into this one. You're putting all your faith in this one dude and just like overworking the hell out of him and stressing him out and just like he's probably like fucking like, oh shit, no, come on, move. Ah, I got stuck. Probably like dying from the stress, you know. It's probably like taking a toll on him mentally and physically. Yeah, I mean, it just seems silly. It's the same thing with the presidency. I feel like the vice president's job is very poorly defined. I feel like it's because you know, this whole thing was created like 200 years ago when the population was like a tiny fraction of what it is now. So they're like, yeah, VP is basically the hype man, you know, which made sense back then. But these days, it's like, good gravy. There are seriously like, how many of it? Like, how many people are in the U.S.? Look it up. 300 million. 300 million people here. It just seems silly. Like, let's just put it all. Let's just put one guy in charge of all of it, and like you know, keep the other hype man there. And he doesn't really have to do anything, but he can if he wants to. It's like what? Like, man, put that guy to work. Make the VP take on some of it. You know what I mean? Get the VP to chip in a little, so the actual president isn't so stressed and like getting killed by all this. I don't know, it just seems dumb. I feel like everything is very outdated, and it's just like people keep doing it the way it's always been done just because that, well, this is the way it's always been done. It worked before, you know, it will work now. It's like, are you sure about that? Are you sure it's working now? Because, like, I'm looking around and everything going, I don't think any of this is actually working. This isn't working out too well. Okay, let me reply to Corey. Okay. Come here, you little punk. Get back here. Going nowhere. Oh, damn it. Yes! Stopped him. Just in time. I see you. I'm starving. I'm hungry. I'm in a perpetual state of hunger. Get back here! Ah, shit. Run away! Boo! You messed up, son. Mother, 1977. Oh, it's some mom playing with her kid, probably. That's cute. Wait, 77? No, her kid's as old as I am. No, wait, no. I don't know. I have no idea how. No, yeah, no, that could be a mom playing with her kid. Everything is fine. Well, that's good to know. Come on, let me be Pac-Man so I can go.
You're playing a Pac-Man game, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
I knew it.
Yeah.
Why you play it after quitting?
'Cause you weren't there, and I was going to go in a minute, but since you're back, and I was just kind of like talking. I was streaming and talking to whoever the hell's listening. I was just talking to whoever's listening, and this is kind of like a mindless game to me. Oh god, no, please god, no! Get back here. No! Oh, you messed up now. You messed up, son. Gotcha.
Whenever a boss has too much phases, people get bored of it after
Yeah.
a while. Yeah, after we get to like a third phase and
Yeah.
people are getting bored of it. Like after you took a long time until you realize there's a third phase.
It's like, die already.
It starts to get boring, and it's not good gameplay, right?
Yeah, that's silly.
It's not good gameplay, to be honest.
Yeah, they have to really spice it up or something if they're gonna do that many. Like, you better get some cool attacks or something, or give you something really good. I see you. Boom! Oh. Yeah, they have to do something at that point to spice it up. Zazz it up a little. Needs more zazz. Get back here. You're going nowhere, punk. You're going nowhere. I got you for 3 minutes. Come here. Come here, you. Oh, you screwed up now. These poor kids. I'm like just ruining their day. I'm just being a bully now. Making these poor children cry. My bad. It's Corey. Yay! It's my turn to be Pac-Man. And she's not gonna come see me. I already know it. She's just gonna go home and chill. That's okay. Hi. Boo. Uh-oh. He's after me. Yeah, this is one of those really big ones. Boo. Ow. She's probably like jumped. Like, ah! Oh god. I am really good at Pac-Man, I have to say. Typically.
Why do you have so much Robux? That's not so
Haha.
much Robux.
Haha.
You can buy that for literally like $1.
Oh, hi, mother. Hello, mother. Ow. She's like, oh god, no. Ow. Eat all of you. Yes. Poor mom. I feel bad. I'm just ganging up on her. I'm just ganging up on her now. Just being mean. Uh-oh. Okay, good. She went the other way. I feel bad. She's just trying to have fun. I'm over here ruining it. Sorry, mother. Mother! Tell your ghost not to come my way. I got a power pellet, and I'll eat your face, mother. Mother! Sorry. Gonna go walk a walk tonight. Something. Everything is fine. Down, 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 down. Not about to get caught. Didn't even die once. What's up, bitches? That's what I thought. Alright, I'm gonna go. I'll be back later.